first season of House of the Dragon has come to an end, sadly. We have to wait a long time for the second season, and since we have 10 episodes now, it's time to rank all 10 episodes of House of the Dragon from the worst to the best, with number 10 being King of the Narrow Sea, which is episode number 4. After conquering all but two of the islands, Daemon declares himself king of the Stepstones and the Narrow Sea, being crowned by Corlys the Sea Snake. Now, this is an amazing episode. That's how good this show is. I mean, the worst episode, in my opinion, is still an amazing episode. Like, there are no faults here. It's just that a lot of things don't happen in this one. Number 9 is episode number 2, The Rogue Prince. Following the death of Queen Aemma, a weakened Viserys Targaryen agrees to take a new wife. Meanwhile, Daemon ignores Lord Corlys' concerns about the conflicts in the Stepstones and refuses a marriage proposal. Again, not a lot of things happen in this episode, but it surely sows the seeds of why Rhaenyra and Alicent do not like each other. Moving to the next one, number 8 is The Princess and the Queen, which is episode number 6. 10 years pass, and Princess Rhaenyra struggles to cope with Alicent's endless speculation about her children. Meanwhile, Prince Daemon and Laena Velaryon are considered a certain offer in Pentos. It really has amazing moments in it, like truly amazing moments, especially Laena's death and Lord Strong's death really sets up what's coming next. Also, it has to deal with a lot of the 10-year gap between the previous episode and this one. So seeing the new cast does make us a bit sorry for the young actors, but still, they are all incredible. Number 7, Second of His Name, which is episode number 3. Daemon and the Sea Snake battle the Crab Feeder. The realm celebrates Aegon's second name day, and Rhaenyra faces the prospect of marriage. So, to be honest, this could have been my last pick if it was not for that final battle, that is Battle at the Stepstones. It was incredible. Daemon steals the show. Truly, an amazing battle sequence. Even if it was short, it was no Battle of the Bastards or Battle at Castle Black, but still, even a short battle like that just won me over. It's just so high on this list just because of that battle, because it was truly amazing, especially because of Matt Smith. Then, moving on to number 6, Heirs of the Dragon. King Viserys I holds a tournament to celebrate the birth of his second child. Rhaenyra welcomes her uncle Daemon back to the Red Keep, but as we all know, it doesn't turn out to be the way Viserys expected it to be, and Aemma dies within an incredibly short childbirth sequence. And then the ending of this episode really got me with the mention of A Song of Ice and Fire and the way it was presented. It was wonderful. Number 5, The Green Council, episode number 9. Tensions begin to rise in the royal court as a new coronation draws near. While Alicent enlists Cole and Aemon to track down Aegon, Otto gathers the great houses of Westeros to affirm their allegiance. I was like, when the opening credits rolled, I was like, Emma Darcy and Matt Smith are not in this episode. It might actually be a weak one, but still, it was so good. With everything that happens in this episode regarding character development, it was incredibly done with an amazing final scene where Rhaenys just blows up the dragon pit. But I will surely say this, it was weaker than the penultimate episodes of Game of Thrones. Moving on, at number 4, we have episode 8, Lord of the Tides. What an incredible episode from start to finish. Viserys, ill and delirious, mistakes his wife Alicent for his daughter Rhaenyra. He appeals to his family to settle their differences for the good of the kingdom. Alicent has to deal with a crime in the house. And Daemon slicing off Waemon's head was just incredibly surprising, but the real scene stealer is Viserys. What an amazing character. Definitely my favorite from season 1. Like, truly, his death caught me. I mean, it was emotional, really emotional. Moving on, at number 3, we have We Light the Way, which is episode number 5. Daemon visits his wife in the Vale. Viserys and Rhaenyra broker agreements with the Velaryons, and Alicent seeks the truth about the princess. Whenever there's a wedding in Westeros, I think the audience as viewers, are up to a great experience, and this episode was no different. Beware of the weddings in Westeros, dude. Come on, another wedding that was a shock to us. It was such an amazing ending to the episode, especially due to score from Ramin Javadi. The runner-up is Driftmark, episode 7. As the families gather on Driftmark for a funeral, Viserys calls for an end to infighting and Alicent demands justice. I mean, come on, truly incredible. What a tension-filled episode it was. From the funeral scene to the child's fighting to whatever happens in the halls at Driftmark, it was just so well written. Incredible in every way just because of how well it was written. And the ending, which differs from the books, is a really great addition. I mean, come on. Laenor Velaryon was alive. Who had expected that? But I have to say, my favorite episode is The Black Queen, which is episode 10. I mean, come on. The season finale arrives with swarms of dragons and the blacks and greens hell-bent on war. What an absolute banger of an episode it was. And come on, it did not have the greens, and I think if it had a lot of the green ones, I think it could have been even better. But it focused on the side of the blacks, and we really get to understand them, and it was just so good. From start to finish, it was filled with tensions. It had amazing, great moments, especially with Vhagar and Arax at the end, and it sets up the future in an incredible way. What else do we need? It was not a disappointment by any means. I still think it could have been better if the greens were in it, but regardless, it was an awesome episode. We couldn't have got a better ending to this season than that. So yeah, this is my ranking for all the 10 episodes of House of the Dragon, from the worst to the best. Share your ranking in the comment section down below. That's it for the day. Like, share, and subscribe. Finvela, thank you for watching.